Hey guys, welcome back in. Going to continue some more extreme permadeath. So I did manage to break down a bunch of stuff, kind of get my inventory organized a little, and I think maybe start looking around for some crashed ships. I still have a couple animals left to discover too, so I want to see if I can find them on this planet before moving on. Just run in here real quick. And, alright, I just want to see what I'm starting off with. Alright, so we're about 10.5 million and a little under 6,000 nanites. I am gonna need some pure ferrite for ships. Just burn off what I have. Get this converted. That converted, I do want to pick up advanced mining laser upgrade. I keep forgetting to grab these. So even though I don't have the looms yet, at least I'll have that bought. I'm gonna skip the teleport receiver. See, some of the stuff I don't need right now, and I also really don't have very much room. I did move my multi-tool stuff around a little bit because I forgot that this was a supercharged slot, so be able to get a little bit more stuff, well, a little bit quicker. Yeah, like I really don't have room in here to do anything. Okay, and what do I need to actually craft these? So it's oxygen ferrite dust, alright. Alright, and how expensive are these? Oh, it don't need as much chromatic metal as I thought. Let's just make up 4 of those. Oh, ship's too far away. I'm gonna need this pure ferrite for my my ship. Oh, I've got more rusted metal here too. I'm just gonna burn off this emerald. I can get more emerald. I get a resource for it. That's pretty easy to get. So, what's that in there? Okay, I should be able to warp out of here now. I think you need to have 50%. I think that'll be more than enough, hopefully. Actually, let's toss that rusted metal in there. Alright, just refill this whole thing up. It's going to take a couple minutes. I'm going to see if I can find some sodium out here. I gotta remember I don't have hazard protection for this planet, so I don't want to go too nuts with it. See if I can grab extra oxygen because I just used a bunch of. Yeah, I figure I'll run around and see if I can track down a couple crashed ships and hopefully find the animals that I'm missing, because I think 2 of them are underground, so it might be a little bit of a challenge. Quick look here. Yeah, a rare underground and uncommon underground. Luckily, you can, sometimes you'll see them, even not near a cave, and you can dig down to them. But not gonna happen this time. Oh, my scan. I really need to get a scanner upgrade. Thing recharges so slow. Another piece of sodium over here. Actually, yeah, I actually need quite a bit of oxygen. That other planet's way better for oxygen. This planet kind of sucks for it. I'm always gonna need carbon, so get a little bit here and there. That stuff should be done. Let's see if we get a creature to pop out here. Oh, that's not actually a cave. I thought it was. While I'm out here, I might as well go grab that damaged machinery. We do have a cave here, so maybe. Yeah, a lot of times you won't find the creatures actually in the cave. A lot of times they'll be on the outside of it. Actually, one of these plants gives me condensed carbon too. I think it's that tall one on my right. Yep. Okay. Try to target those instead. Use up that fire berry. This one, oh, it's further away than I thought it was. Oh, we have a building over here too, it looks like. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. We'll go grab this, though. Actually, I should stop by that factory just to grab the salvage data, or the navigation data. Oh, we do have a cave right here, too. Another unknown building. Well, at least I'm finally starting to see some buildings around here. How much room do I have? Okay. Get rid of that. into a cave. I think I can only grab 3 of these. Yeah, only 3 to a stack. See if I can find another one. Yeah, those won't go for very much money. I think they did. Grab some extra cobalt though. Yeah, I try to keep a full stack of ionized cobalt on me. So I'll make up a few batteries and then convert the rest of it over. These sentinels aren't giving me a hard time. Shoot all of them. Okay. Fairy dust now too. Oh, that's one creature. I'm hoping that's the rare one, but I don't think it is. Oh, it is. Good. Good. Get these guys uploaded. Oh no, it's not the rare one. I'm still missing the rare one. I saw this one highlighted and got all excited. Alright, so we are missing 1 creature. Alright, I know I had a... Oh. I didn't realize it was way back there. Jeez. Oh, we got another cave. Alright, let me grab this other albium. Get this charged up again. Access that from down here. Oh. Get in here real quick. Should we make a couple more batteries? Alright, so we do have extra oxygen now. Alright, I did see another building also. Drop down here. Actually, grab this. I'm just trying to get a full stack of batteries now. Oh, I saw another building. See if I can see what that is real quick and then head back to my ship. Should be picking up some ferrite dust too because I blew through a ton of it. Grabatino around here too. Some type of rare plant here. Oh, okay, we got a waypoint. I'm glad I came over this way. At least be able to find another minor settlement. I think there's a building off to the north too. Building pretty much right in front of me, but over here. Oh, that might be the building I'm at already. Alright, so we got a minor settlement mark. Let's get this card. I'll get a few damaged machineries right around here. Let's grab this stuff. Convergence. I'm hoping to just get that other animal out of the way. I hate trying to find these things. So we got one up here. Okay, yeah, they're both here. I think the last thing I need is launch fuel right now. Which is strange being, oh, I'm full. Just throw that away. Use that. I shouldn't have picked up those Albion pearls. Oh, we have another one over there too. Where's mine? And one over here. Texture glitch there. And my ship is actually a lot further away than I thought it was. I was hoping maybe that rare creature would kind of roam by. Alright, how full? I got one slot. Just metal, I'll take that. And I try to get a couple hundred of this. That way I get a full stack of it. Alright, start making our way back. Now it's going to give me dihydrogen. And those are the ones with sodium. Right now I think I have like one piece of dihydrogen that's gonna hold up. Yeah, 3 pieces. Yeah, I hate it when I only have like a couple items in a slot. You know, like 2 dihydrogen or a couple carbon or whatever. Taking up an entire slot. Alright, how much? Okay. Grab this. Alright, I'll definitely take the battery. Looks like we have a cave here. Just gonna back up a little bit. Check my visor. See if I see any little red dots anywhere. It's not looking good. How many of those pearls did I get? I still can use one more pearl. I'm going all the way in there. Yeah, it's not worth it. Then grab a little bit of this cobalt though. We do a little bit of this preventative stuff before we go ship finding. Alright, so we have our all that. So ship. At least we still have one more animal to find. We've got that, one of those underground ones found. Got some extra oxygen because I know I'm gonna have to make up. No, maybe not. I think you need it for hermetic seals, don't you? No, that's just condensed carbon. That's right. Get back in here. Get this taken care of. I knew I was going to run out of fuel on that thing. Get more of that going. Come over here and get rid of those Albion pearls. That can go on my ship. My ship. Right, a couple different things to sell off. Alright, sell off these. Look at that. Let's just rip this out and get that converted. Yeah, I'd rather not use up all of my my magnetized ferrite. So do this the old vanishing way. This I can just toss my ship for now. Alright, so we're gonna have our metal plate in, our seals. Let's bring this over. That way I actually have it on me. Yeah, there's nothing worse than having to switch between a crash ship and a yeah, you know, having to jump into my ship to get stuff out and then go fix the ship. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt doing that. Alright, that's done. So I can use a little bit more. Actually, let's get rid of that sodium real quick. Yeah, so if I can get like 3 or 4 crash ships, it should get me some money and nanites. Burn off the rest of that. Might as well do this condensed carbon at the same time. Has a little bit of time to go. So if I can grab a little bit of carbon. Get a little bit closer than that though. Yeah, this will be a lot less monotonous later on. When I get to the anomaly, I'm going to get my nutrient processor and probably just take a few hours and just get nothing but a bunch of condensed carbon put together. Way I don't have to keep stopping to do this. I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared for stuff, so... grab this last plant and then typically I like to try to come out here until like my hazard's about ready to fade out, and then I'll run back inside, get things refining, and then run out and do it again. Alright, so work this out. And how much carbon did I get out of that? Alright, so I get quite a bit. Got way more carbon than I thought I did, actually. I used up some condensed, though. So we'll get that burning off. Yeah, I'd rather do this in here, not like outside, you know. I guess I'd probably jump in here, make a save, and start popping off some of these maps. I'm gonna end up wasting a bunch of them, so unless I get a beacon right away. Let's see. Alright, so I'm just gonna ignore the observatory. Anything that pops up that isn't a distress beacon, I'm just gonna ignore. Alright, abandoned building, just ignore it. Just keep popping these. And what you do is you don't go to any of these markers except for distress beacon. Okay, so not too bad. We only wasted 2 maps. Yeah, because once you get every building type that's associated with that map, you can just keep popping those maps over and over again, and all you will get are distress beacons. So I do have actually 2 of that. I gotta do something about this multi-tool too. I mean, there's some stuff in here I can fix. It's just I know I'm gonna end up just getting rid of it, so I'd rather not waste the material on it. And actually, before I even go to that distress beacon, I want to clear that whatever that minor settlement is. Because if I run into another waypoint, it's not gonna do anything. So it's not gonna mark another minor settlement because you can only mark one at a time. That filled up. I don't have extra oxygen again. Let's just use up one of these. Rip this out. Oh, out of fuel. I probably should have used carbon in that. Yeah, because I'm going to keep running into it. Actually, let's just pick that up now. How much carbon does that give me? 117. Alright, so I'm trying to use up all of that carbon. So I'm only going to put like 5 in there. Oh, it's the wrong thing. Yeah, let's go 7. I think that'd be enough fuel to run all that off. I thought it'd be really close. No, not as close as I thought. Yeah, sometimes I can hit this exactly, and other times I can't. Alright, so I do have 2 ferrite dust, so let's get rid of that. Alright, that way all I have is a little bit of carbon. Which I can't put in there. Alright, so we're just gonna have to waste it. Alright. So we have a little bit of extra pure ferrite. So we'll go check that that minor settlement first. And make our way, unless I did, oh, that distress beacon's right here. All I had to do is go up over the hill. Alright, so we have an actual crashed ship. Now as I approach this, what I'm looking for is if I see that distress beacon, it means there's no NPC there. So I know that it's actually going to be truly a crashed ship, not one of those NPCs. We have, I got a B class, crappy shield. Alright, so there's nothing worth salvaging in it. If this was like a better shield or whatever, I would fix it up and take it and use it in my ship. But there's nothing. Oh, I need to claim it. There's nothing really worth fixing in it, so I'm just gonna sell it. So we're gonna claim it. Let's jump in and fix that. Fix that. Alright. And what I always do is I just jump in my ship after claiming it, just so I don't lose anything, you know. I save my position and interact with this. I should get the blueprint for my teleport receiver. Let's just go search for loot, I guess. Alright, so... Alright, no, that was the wrong thing. I'm gonna do a reload. I knew the second I hit search for loot that it was the wrong thing. Yeah, whenever they say anything about like search inventory or anything like that, it's some type of good that you can sell. I want the blueprint, so do a reload and do the other choice. That's another reason that I saved right after I claim my ship. Sometimes I'll get those wrong, then you're kind of stuck. You have to find another ship to get the blueprint you're looking for. Alright, so I'm just going to go open the box. Alright, so I got hazmat gauntlets instead, which is not bad. I'll definitely take the blueprint over some crappy thing that I'm just going to sell. Alright, Bullcaster module. That's not bad. I still have to get that thing installed. I'm waiting to get a different multi-tool first, though. Not a big fan of the one I have. So I'm just going to put that in my ship for later. Alright, that's one ship down. Just move this stuff over, get rid of that. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh well. Put that in my ship. Alright, so we're just going to scan for another ship while we're here. I may get different buildings. There's still a couple of things I haven't found yet. There should be a crash freighter, and I think there's one other building type. Alright, there's our freighter, so I'm just going to ignore it. Alright, there's that distress beacon. Oh, how far away is that? Alright, 4 hours. I want to see what that minor settlement is, though. So we're going to go check that out first. And maps work the same way, like if you use the one for minor settlements, if you let it tag all the other, point of interest sites, you can just keep popping those maps and getting minor settlements non-stop every time. Alright, let's fly in here. I'm doing this mainly to see what we have a multi-tool. And also grab some of the free swag. Alright, nothing in there. Nanites. I'm not sure how much of this rusted metal, or, I'm not sure about the stack size on my, not another relic, god. I'm not sure how big of a stack size I can do in my ship. I'm not sure if it's 600 or only 300. That's why I'm grabbing like a lot of this extra rusted metal. Plus I'm going to be using it anyway, so. This stuff. Can't open these little red boxes. Weird, sometimes you can open these, sometimes you can't. Like, oh, these are, I actually can click right through them. So, it's a good thing they test their game before they send it out. What do we have here? Oh. Advanced mining leads are already in it. How much? 6 million? That's not too bad. Well, what? Oh, is that combat? Oh no, that's a survey device. I thought this was a combat scope. I could actually. I got a few different options. I think I still like that other one better though. That first one I found. I don't want to waste a bunch of materials doing this. I might end up coming back for that. Building up there. Just go take a quick run, see what that is. Oh, of course it had to be. Let's just see if I can see it from here. Oh, it's a drop pod. Let's definitely go over there. And sometimes I'll do that mainly because I don't want to waste the time or the resources just to find out it's only going to be a beacon. Yeah. I think beacon shouldn't be listed as a building, you know, it just because it's not really a building. Again, yeah, things invisible. They need to get a fix for that stuff pretty quick, especially when you rely on that stuff in Permadeath. Okay, so I'm gonna have to craft these. That's right. Housing. Get rid of that. Tube. Yeah, take a free drop pod. Yeah, let's start working on this inventory a little bit. Of course, can't leave an area without grabbing the damaged machinery first. Alright, let's grab that. I think I groan every time I get one of those now. Alright, we should have, there it is. Alright. Back to our shit. Whoa! Yeah, they like to hide these things. Alright, you got a couple things to sell off. Oh, we have another one here. Alright. Making sure I actually have room to collect these. I know I'm going to be kicking myself later for not having BCM, but I can gather up some of that later on. Actually, I have a swamp planet in this system, so I can get a couple stacks of that for Nip Nip. Alright, make our way back down. pick up that. Alright, what can we get rid of? Get rid of that. And alright, I've already got too much launch fuel. Let me just sell those two. For that, and for that. Okay, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I was hoping I could put 600 in a stack. You can't. Alright, put that in my ship. Alright, at least I got a good amount of navigation data now, too, for later. Alright, so... get rid of that. Oops. Those. See, this ship, it's a solar, so it has a solar shield on it, or best for sale. So it recharges your launch, launch fuel. So at least I won't have to install like the auto charger for it. So that's actually what makes these pretty nice in Permadeath, especially early on. I prefer to fly like the an Explorer, but if I had a second choice, it'd be one of these. Alright, let's get over to this one, see what that is. What we'll do is we'll use up all these maps, and then when we're done, we'll sell the ships, we'll get some more maps. Probably grab like 2 or 3 drop pod maps, and then the rest be for crash ships. Yeah, this is another crash ship. You can tell by the distress beacon. Okay, I'm not gonna get much for these. I'm probably gonna get, like 3 million or so for them. So it's not like a huge amount of money. Unless you find an A class. Alright. Oh, this one's... the thrusters are already fixed. Alright, so we're gonna claim that. I'm gonna fix the pulse. Alright, and... that thing's no good. Alright. Alright, so... same old deal, do a quick save. We do have a cave here, so I do want to see if maybe... Alright, so I'm gonna do the try multi-tool, just to see what it is. It's got a survey device in it too. Go compare. You know what? I'm just gonna take it. I'd rather have a blueprint, but it's the only reason I'm taking this is because it's got the survey device in it. Well, actually, let me just jump back in my ship real quick, so I'm not taking damage. Alright, so we're just gonna steal it out of this. And we're gonna steal the bolt caster too. That. There's really nothing else in here to do anything with, so I have to exit to switch my multi-tool. So doing that is going to save me a good amount of nanites because now I can just install it in this. My slots are so bad. Let's just stick it there for now. I think I had this stuff over here originally. So at least we have a bolt caster now that I won't have to pay for. And survey device, which is going to be really useful later on. Just put it here for now, I guess. Because that'll save me a lot of nanites and the material to build it. So, all right. Now I'm probably gonna get a quest thing. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I probably will the first time I go to use it. I'll get a little quest thing. Yeah, there we go. Let's jump back in here. Yep. So, I just want to go back to my main quest now. Alright. Yeah, what I like to do is when I get to a crash ship or whatever, just kind of look around the area, and if I have any, creatures to look for or whatever, find them, and any buried tech that's, like 300 units away is kind of what I set for kind of like a limit. If there's any salvage data or anything, I'll go grab that buried cache. There is, that's further away than I like. Like if I see multiple, like salvage data or whatever, I'll run over and grab them, but I don't like to spend too much time doing this. It's out of convenience more than anything. Something kind of close, just run over and grab it. But, pull that up. Just nanites. But you get quite a few nanites out of these buried caches. Right, so see if there's any. I'm not even sure what these abandoned crates are. Oh, they're these. Oh, they gave them their own little name. I didn't realize that. Alright, yeah, let's just get back to our ship. Got stuff to do. Grab this oxygen. Oh, I never got the stuff that's here. Did I? Nope. Yeah. Once again, can't interact with that. Creature, but not the one I need. Stick my head in here a little bit. Hopefully don't get any hazardous plants. Nope, nothing here. We'll get back to our ship. Actually, where am I? Actually, okay. Alright, and kind of fill this stuff up. Next ship. Alright. Yeah, I think I have all the different building types marked now, so you get nothing but distress beacons now. Yeah, this is a pretty good way to make a little bit of money, but also the nanites you get for breaking down the ships too. So the nanites are really nice, but you can also, instead of selling off the instead of selling the mods, you can install them and break them down and get wiring looms out of them. So that's also an option. I have enough stuff, right? Okay, do 4 more. Alright, what do we have here? Okay, B class. Alright, just have to worry about the pulse engine again. So, I'm gonna go claim it. Fix it. And this has an S-class shield in it, so I'm gonna take that out of it. Alright. I'll go in here. And just install that shield right in my current ship. That's how you can save a lot of nanites on doing stuff like that. Put these together. Oh, I keep forgetting this is only a C-class ship. But there's not much room. Okay. Let's go in our cockpit. Alright, so there's our teleport thing. Alright, so just throw that away. I just want that yellow package. Alright, like 329, I'm making exceptions for that. I'll run over and grab that. Alright, we got a buried crate. Alright, so we do have a few things here to just run over and grab. Whoa! Remember, I'm still looking for one creature, too. Alright, so I do have extra oxygen. Grab this. And I like to scan inside of whenever I dig in like this. I like to just kind of scan from in here because it's easier for me to see the different things I want to pick up. Just the little indicators show up a lot better. Got an unknown building. Go for that buried tech first. Where's that unknown building? Right there. I don't see any building. Okay, adjust lens. Oh, that's yeah, one of those silo sites. I want to deal with that. Alright. Get that charged up. I should probably be doing this on that other planet that I have hazard protection for, but oh well. Alright, so that one's all set. Just scan for our next. Alright, so should be another ship over there. Okay, and actually my multi-tool, alright. I want to keep this slot open. I am going to get this installed. Alright. Definitely not the best, but it's a little bit of an upgrade, and also should make up some ammo. See, I don't know how much of this I can stack. I think I can go like 5,000 on it, but I'm not totally sure. I just don't want to end up with a bunch of it. Alright, so that should be more nanites. Yep. So, get over to this one. Oh, that's my crash freighter. I wish the crash freighters had a different little symbol for them. There's been times that I've been flying towards them and had to pull up last second. Yeah, just not paying attention and accidentally clear the the marker for it. End up wasting a map. At least I've had pretty good luck so far with these ships, so I probably shouldn't say that because this one's probably going to have an NPC with it. No NPC, good. Thought I just jinxed myself. That's okay, the next 5 will have an NPC. Alright, what do we have? Oh, at least we're getting B classes out of these, so... Alright, 12% shield is junk. We're just gonna repair it. Alright. The same old song and dance. Now we have a good sized cave here, so I might get that creature. Yeah, sometimes it takes a few seconds for him to show up, so... Alright, and data... Actually... I'm gonna do this. I'm probably gonna end up doing a reload, but let's take the gamble. See, this has nothing good in it, so I'm gonna do reload restore point. Yeah, sometimes it's worth taking that little gamble. I think the highest I can get here, I'm pretty sure, is the space station has a B class multi-tool. That means A class is going to be the highest I find in this system. I figured I would gamble there to see if I could either get an A class or something with a scanner upgrade in it. Um, so that's why I chose the multi-tool for that option. Now I'll go back and I'll look at the data banks and I'll get an upgrade. I think it's probably going to be the grenade launcher thing, whatever they call it. Plasma launcher, I think, is one of the early ones you get. Alright, we're gonna, yeah, data banks. Yeah, plasma launcher. So that's something I'll never, ever, ever install on Permadeath. Let's get rid of that. Grab our data. Alright, man. Hopefully, something that animal would be here. Kind of look around the area and see if there's anything to get. We have an abandoned building. Oh, I've already got that mark. Very tech. Yeah, there's really nothing around here. So, trying to give this animal a few seconds to spawn in, hoping to get him. Yeah, even if you see like a little red dot, you know, like down here somewhere, you can still dig down and end up in the cave and scan him. There's been a lot of times where I've just been like, you know, up on top of where this cave would be, and you can see them through the ground. So it's worth just digging a hole to find them sometimes. But most of the time they're going to be on the outside of the cave, they're not actually going to be inside. So I'm just letting my hazard protection kind of count down now. I would just really like to get that thing scanned. Looking for anything else I can scan too, so. Don't hold. Alright, so nothing here, so make our way to the next ship. Yeah, sometimes you have to try to pop the map a few times before it will finally go. Alright, next one. Oh, there's a plant. Thought there was a drop pod down there. Yeah, before leaving the system, I do want to try to hit all the planets just so I can look back at them and see if there are certain resources I need. I can come back here. I'll end up coming back here quite a bit though anyway. That planet I have my base on is actually pretty nice for stuff. Okay. I believe there's an NPC here. So let's see if we can help him out. Sometimes they'll give you credits or nanites. Hydrogen. Stable plasma. Yeah, sometimes he'll give you crap like that though. Alright, let's put on my ship. Oh yeah, and there's no beacon at these locations either. Got a few different things here. See, that's closer. Grab that first. Okay, these buried caches can have some pretty good things in them now. Because when they, when abandoned mode came out, they gave you just like regular junk, but they started adding, you know, like upgrade modules and stuff to them. Let's get that filled up. Crack that open. Looks like it's just nanites. Oh no, silver. That's not anything I really need. We'll grab this. I'm looking for that. Okay, it's abandoned crate. Yeah, I think abandoned crate should have a different marker also. Alright, so we do have a shelter over there too. There was a cave back there. See if I see any little red dots. I don't. How am I looking on carbon? I'm still okay. I need to get these things installed at some point too. That's a good way to get carbon. Is just picking up the plants and refining them. That will give you carbon. Let's grab that buried tech. Metal fingers. How's some of that be curious deposits? Alright, we'll go grab some of this stuff. Actually, jump in here. I got a couple things to put in here. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I already had some silver. Let's just use up one of these. I'm hoping to see that animal. Good sized cave. Work our way right around. At least I'll have some ships to scrap. Can't interact with these. Alright. Can't pick that up either. No matter how many Zendesk reports you send, they just... stuff never seems to get fixed. They'll keep adding stuff to the game though, they just won't fix what's already in it. Alright, let's get this filled up. And let's see if there's anything else. It's kind of far. It's close. Let's go grab that one. Oh, got a building here too. We'll grab that, see if I can see what the building is. Right, they got all these little rocks scanned. Oh, that's something that isn't though. Yeah, I don't miss this planet at all. These hills are something else. At least they're not the really tall mountains. Those are no fun at all. Alright, so... somehow knew he was going to give me a hard time. Let's see what that building is. Oh, we got two different buildings. Alright, check that out. Alright, that looks like it's just a shelter. What's this one? Okay, there's our waypoint. We'll hit that waypoint, that'll send us to another minor settlement. Yeah, and those are also good because they shoot you up in the air like this and you can kind of see if there's anything around you. Alright, so I think while I'm here I might as well just go to that shelter. We also have a cave here. No red markers. Is there something special about this creature? Always active, but he's not active. It's just like one of them on the planet or something. Like I would have used 2 light supports there instead of just the one. If I didn't drag it in. Alright, we gotta get inside of here. Grab that, grab that. You have to check here. Just throw that away. Let me just use up that one battery in that. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I had for inventory space. So I want to make sure I can grab this chart and stuff too. That stuff is all set. Grab this. Alright, so I want to actually just make my way back. Back to my ship. There we go. See if there's anything along the way. Grab that. This is why I like to just kind of get out of my ship sometimes and just run around, because you can just find stuff that you normally would overlook. You know, like that set of buildings back there, or that waypoint. And I lost my ship again. There we go. I can never find my ship. I wish they'd make the indicator for it a little bit larger than all the other markers. Let's check again, see if I see a red dot anywhere. Nope. Land down here without any issues. You know, a lot of times when you transition a large distance, creatures will respawn. That's why I was hoping that big jump like that may have caused them to spawn, but not looking good. Alright, on to the next ship, I guess. Alright, so we only have 2 more, so... We'll get over to that one. At least I'll have quite a bit to sell by the time I get to the space station. I figured I would have that animal right now, though. Not a fan of not being able to find that, because there's a good amount of nanites involved. I think I've been here. Actually. Yeah, I've been here. I wonder if I can reclaim this thing. Yep, so that bug's still in the game too. I'm claiming it. Definitely do that. The bad thing is I won't get a blueprint here. I'm pretty sure all this stuff's gonna be empty. Yep. Oh, and this is one that I couldn't claim earlier. Yeah, I don't know why this stuff you can't interact with. Hello Games knows about it. They've gotten at least a half a dozen reports about it from me, so. Alright, let's see. Cave, no animal. Oh, I think I'm just gonna go into the cave. Yeah, I think. Yeah, go in here a little bit. See if we can get that thing to trigger. Watch out for that guy, though. Oh, no animal. So you can sit out here and you can do a bunch of reloads and stuff. Eventually it should pop up, but... it's super annoying. Alright, let's get to the last ship. And actually, I got a minor settlement here, too, that I want to swing by. We'll see what the ship is, hit that minor settlement, and then head to the space station. I might come back here later, or tomorrow or something, see if I can get that last creature. That's a couple thousand nanites for this planet, so... take a look here. Yeah, 1750. Which is enough for a module, so... it's worth trying to find it. Okay, I haven't found any curious deposits yet, so I don't have a reliable nanite source right now. Alright, so we have a crash. Is that a fighter? Nice. That might be good. If I can land. Oh, are we gonna start having landing issues now too? Whoa, that looks kind of wild. Okay. Oh, there's a crashed freighter. Okay. I didn't even see the freighter. I thought it was like a giant rock or something. We have... oh, C-class. Nothing special at all. We'll claim it. Alright. Same old thing, make a quick save. Actually, do I have... yeah, put that in my ship. Alright, advanced technology. Alright, there's our combat scope. See, at least this is stuff that you don't have to spend nanites on. Because everything in the anomaly is going to be like twice as much, you know, when you go to unlock it. Like all your regular blueprints that are like 250, I think they're 500 or 600 in this mode. So that's why I'm trying to get as many, you know, different blueprints as I can by doing ships. I might do the same thing with, you know, the crafting stuff. I might do a bunch of factories to get blueprints from those. It all depends on, you know, if and when I find a reliable nanite source. So. I was hoping that creature would show up. Crash reader. Oh, we do have that. I wonder if this is the crash freighter from earlier. Let me, the screen's gonna go... actually, 113. pretty sure I actually wrote down that number. No, I didn't. I took a picture. The screen's just gonna go blue for a second. I have to look at one of my screenshots. Okay. I thought this may be the crash freighter from earlier. Um, when I first started, and there was a crash freighter right next to a minor settlement I was at. I thought this may have been that same one, because there is a sentinel pillar on this planet too that I do want to try to find again. I just have to find the coordinates, but we'll swing in here, run through and loot this thing. Hopefully I can get something good out of this thing. Something besides launch fuel and other junk. Hopefully stuff I can sell. What do we have in here? Alright, so I am going to keep the slime. The other stuff I'm throwing out. Alright, we've got a warp shell, so that's good. This is something useful. Alright, nanites. You should get more than 20 nanites for that. For these. Because you're taking damage, you know. Nanites again. I should not be taking radiation damage still. That should not have lingered that long. I don't think I've ever had it linger that long. I've done a lot of these crash freighters. More nanites. Yeah, it's a pretty sucky haul. Alright, there we go. That's something I can use in, another 40 hours. I'll finally get a freighter. Those go for a good amount of money, but really want to sell those. They're too hard to come by. Alright, so got a couple things out of that. Come on. That's one thing I don't like about these solars. They're kind of a pain to get around. Alright, let's put that in my ship. Let's heal that up. I got a whole bunch of this stuff now. Alright, nav data. Alright. Oh, not too bad. Oh, I want to check out that minor settlement, then we'll head back up. Space station. Actually, I think when I get to the settlement, I'm probably going to refine off some stuff. I need to fix myself a coffee too, so maybe do a little bit of refining and join back up with you guys. We'll go up to the space station and sell off this stuff, because I'm gonna need to make a little bit of room. Actually, probably not very much room, actually. I have more room here than I thought. I want to get that, like, runaway mold burnt off and get some of that stuff out of the way. Yeah, see, I can walk right through the... I think I'd probably been here. Nope, I haven't. I'm just gonna throw that on the ground for now. When I saw I could walk through those crates back there. Okay, yep. Okay, I can pick that one up. Yeah, when I saw that I could walk through those crates, I thought I'd been here. Guess not. Let's check both of these. Nothing in there. I can't interact. Okay. Looks like I can search for these, like, the triggers, like, way off to the side. Oh, what the heck is going on with this stuff? Yeah, like, I could search one of those, the other two... Yeah. Like, I'm searching down at my feet now. I don't know what, you know, the stuff is just misaligned or something. Alright, so, yeah, I think I'm gonna set some of that stuff refining and probably run around and grab a couple of this, varied tech that's a little further away, but, because it's gonna take probably, how much of that do I have? Okay, I only have one stack, so it's going to take about 12 minutes, something like that, to do that, so go. Just refine that stuff off. Let's see what this is. That thing's god-awful. Just grab this. Alright. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll just set this stuff going, and I will check back in with you guys. Oh, I have more living slime than I thought, don't I? Do I have more in here? Yeah, I have another 300. Alright. So it's gonna be a little bit longer than that. So what is these? I think it's 4 minutes a run, just about. Yeah, so I will join up for you guys when this stuff's done, and see you shortly. Alright guys, I'm just continuing running this stuff off. Got tired of watching it count down, so I'm just gonna run around. I know I saw some stuff to grab. I might as well kind of do that. Just check back like every, you know, like 4 or 5 minutes, whatever. Flip that thing around. These buried caches can be really good, so hoping a little bit lucky with them. I still need to get a scanner module. That's really bugging me. There's one there. Oh, we'll grab this buried tech. That one's closer. Yeah, and I checked the trade terminal. My buried tech is at a plus 0.5 margin right now, so I might sell this stuff off in the next system. I am going to look at the rest of the planets in this system, but I'm just going to kind of just look at them. I'm not gonna land and run around or anything. This fixed up. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stop by the planet real quick just to get the information for it and warp over to another system. I do want to make sure I don't sell all of my data though, because there are a couple building items I want to pick up, so probably save like 30 or 40 salvage data for the anomaly. So I should be able to unlock a couple things there. Alright, we'll head back to base, or minor settlement. That stuff flipped around. Luckily the runaway mold doesn't take that long to refine. It's, what, 45 seconds I think for each run. Oh. And clusters. I put the wrong stuff in. So I just wasted like 3 minutes. Alright, so we put fencing pod. I thought there was more stuff around here. It doesn't really look like it though. There's a big thing of cobalt over there. Not that finish. Put that in my ship. Alright, because I do have quite a bit of salvage data now. I did sell off that, what the heck was it? The unstable plasma. Get rid of that. Actually, let's get rid of, because this thing is always pretty much charged up, so I'm just gonna get rid of some of that launch fuel. Switch my inventory. Let's just, oh, I didn't mean to sell all of them. Well, now I have no launch fuel. I don't think it's gonna matter all that much, honestly. If I need some, I can just make it up. Good, I get so much out of it from the damaged machinery, so. Grab this one. Yeah, I only meant to sell off 6, not 12. But, oh well. Plus, I think I have some free ones waiting for me at the space station from the guild. I think I can get 3 of them, so not all that concerned about it. Should always be grabbing carbon because you need that stuff non-stop. Get optical drill put in too. Alright, let's go see where we're at. Alright. I still got 40 seconds left on that. Yeah, I kind of wish there was more stuff around here to grab. I still haven't seen that creature either. Alright, let's get this fuel. buff too. And I think I'm just gonna run this on. So I still have one more batch. Yeah, one more batch of that. I'm gonna have a little bit of carbon too to refine. Yeah, at least this stuff is nice and quick. It's not as quick as the larval eggs. That only takes like a second. But gone up almost 2,000 nanites just from, you know, doing junk and damaged machinery. That should be ready to pop here. There we go. Yeah, you can only get 30 nanites at a time, which it sucks. That's why this mode sucks so much. Especially when you're going with like the harsh stack limit. A little bit closer to this cave. I'm not sure if this is a fully open cave or not. It might just be a little bit. And this is, you know, like the type of area the creatures tend to show up in. Right on the outside. Really wouldn't consider this a cave. I thought that was going to be him. It's the other underground one. Is there any other stuff here? Jettison ball. I could probably grab up a bunch of marrow bulbs, but not really worth it. Get that filled up. Yeah, if there was more like vegetation around here, I would go grab a bunch of carbon. It's actually kind of far away. Grab this. Get a sentinel here too, so see how this boltcaster does. A lot easier, that's for sure. Alright. Just run away. And I start popping up their shields. I don't want to get too confident with these. Alright. Yeah, a lot of times I'll just do like the first couple waves. Try to get a little bit of salvage glass. Got a minute left on that. Let's see if we get anything good out of this. We got nothing at all. Or we get some nanites. Nanites and some useless junk I can sell. Let's get that burnt off. this out of the way. And, okay, I can do more than, okay, I think 5,000 is your limit on ammo. Sell that effigy off. Out of fuel. Of course I'm out of fuel. Alright, so that's almost done. I'm gonna... let's just do a stack of 50 of that. I'm not gonna have enough to get an extra nanite. Let's pop the rest of that in. See where those sentinels are. I think there's going to be like 5 of them out there now if I go to attack. I'm trying to find one that's not armored. We got a collar too. Alright. Drop back in here and get this out of the way. And I have a little bit of carbon, so see. Run that through real quick. You have a little bit of carbon too. Set that going. And see if we get anything out of that one. Alright, good. Geodesite, which, if I needed platinum, I would keep that, but I'm just going to end up selling it. It's, then like 2 condensed carbon. Oh, I still have another 30 pugnium. Oh, you need them. It was 4. I didn't realize I had. Oh, is it 35 pugnium? Yeah, it's gonna be 35 pugnium for a nanite. No, I thought it was 25. Alright, let's flip that out. Yeah, it's 25 to 1. I don't know why it didn't take that whole stack last time. Alright, and anything else in here that can be done? Yeah, well, I still have 12 carbon for some reason. Get that run off. Alright, but just gonna pick it up with this. Sure I can use that in my multi-tool. There we go. Alright, let's sell that off. Alright. Yeah, there was nothing good about this thing, right? Alright, let's get up to the space station. Get rid of these shits. there's quite a few asteroids here too. Yeah, whenever I see a field of these, I just try to shoot a few of them down at a time, and that way I'm not over here for, you know, a half hour trying to mine different resources. Take a minute before I head to the space station. Grab as much stuff as I can. Alright. What's that planet? Oh, of course I can't scan it even though it's right in front of me. Alright, we're gonna hit this glitch planet real quick, just so I can grab the animal. I'm not gonna bother with the Paradise one right now because I don't have an economy scanner. Typically, with the high security planet like that, I don't tend to run around very much. So, get over here. Yeah, that way I can get this planet mapped, get a few scans in, and move on. Get to the next system. Oh, I should be in this view. Let's break that open. I don't know why this is in here. Let's just actually move this stuff down. That way, it shouldn't take very long to scrap these ships. None of them are going to be like a high value ship or anything, so they're all going to be like between 2 and 5 million, something like that. The A class might be a little bit higher, but I think a lot of them are going to be like in the 2 million range. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no like landing pads here. I'm not going to bother looking around for like a capillary shell or anything unless I just happen to run into it. I'm going to seek it out. Alright, so we have our creature. So, it's nice and quick. Upload that, do that. Actually, I can rename from this screen without having to type it in. I'm just going to upload. See if I can just get a few different things scanned. Some extra money. See, I have gold and silver available on this planet, which will be good later on when I start actually putting bases together, because I can make platinum pretty easily. And of course I'll have a resource for gold and silver, so could actually end up being a pretty valuable planet. It's hard to actually make a lot of, like, you really can't make like large farms on Permadeath because your stack size is so small, but you can make you can make a good amount of money. It's just you can't. It's not like on normal mode where you can have, 500,000, units at a time, or, like a million quantity to sell at a time, You can sell like, 30,000 or something. That would be a lot of stuff. Actually, what do I have for gold? Let me, see if I can find a quick gold deposit. Got one over here. Actually, I should probably grab some copper too. Let me go grab this gold. I'd like to have a stack of that because for solar panels mainly. Actually, let me grab this too. Yeah, now they're gonna show up. Gotta get like 100 or so out of this. Shouldn't be too hard to do. I don't want to have a completely full stack because a lot of times you'll run into asteroids in your ship. You'll end up with a little bit of extra gold. So I don't want to have like multiple stacks of stuff. Not right now anyway. So, okay, we're at 137. Go to a big beam. Blow through this. I know I saw our copper in this area. A small beam on that. Yeah, 'cause I do like to try to keep a good amount of chromatic metal. And that's another thing that you can put into your nutrient processor for storage. I do like to keep a good amount because I do use extractors and stuff on Permadeath. That and the power stations, they all take chromatic metal. How much of this do I have? A little bit more. Keep looking at the wrong thing. All right, 2 more. 1 more. God, just give me. There we go. Alright. Now I'll get up to that space station. I think there's what, two planets I haven't looked at yet. Okay. Yeah, the other one's a swampy planet, so there's really not going to be much of note over there. All right. I'll make sure I have a good amount of room. Actually, let's put that in my ship. Try to block these off a little bit. Let's get rid of that. No, get rid of most of it. Build up. And actually, before I forget, I want to run up and grab this launch fuel. want to switch over to my ship inventory, grab 3 of those. I don't think I have anything I can donate, so, alright. We'll just start going through these ships. Actually, I think I will grab, actually, how many maps do I have? Okay, yep, back out of there real quick. I have 15, okay. So we'll grab some maps off him. So I think I'm gonna grab like 3 of these and do the rest on this. I might end up doing some factories too. I haven't done factories in a long time, but that'll be a good way to get crafting material. I'll wait till I actually have a base established somewhere though, before I start messing around with that. Alright, let's start flipping around these ships. Actually, how many friggin' multi-tools do I have? Alright. I need to scrap some of those too. Alright, so ships. Wow. Alright, let's just get that fighter out of the way first. And I always just, before I actually scrap them, I always just open it up to see if there's anything that can be salvaged out of them, and also to make sure I'm not accidentally scrapping the wrong ship. So, what we're gonna do, begin salvage. See, like, these are not gonna go for much at all, so. Although I will run into, okay, dang it, let's, I forgot to move my maps over, so. Oh, it went back to my default ship. That's right. I'm so used to having a radiant pillar that pops up that. Alright, so let's move these out of the way. I meant to put these in my ship before I started scrapping them. Alright, so that should open up a little bit of room. Oh, I want to get rid of that little bit of gold too. Actually, that gold I might actually hold on to. So I can make pyrite out of it if I need coal's fuel. Alright, so actually throw that away. Oh, I thought that was regular carbon. Alright. I don't think there was anything to grab from him. Oh, I can't even do missions yet. Alright, so go right down the line with these. I'm gonna save the A class till last. I'm not sure money wise how much money I might be able to use it to trade for another ship. But these B classes aren't gonna be much. Or just scrap them. All I'm doing is waiting for my ship to change. Alright, and go to the next one. Alright, that's going to be our A class, so we'll hold off on that one. Alright, our B class. Get rid of it. Alright, another B class. Might start running out of room. Okay. Alright, what ship do I have? Alright. I'm going to transfer these over to my ship. I think. Actually, let's just put all the mods in my ship for now. Oh. I think I can get away with 3 slots. That's an A class. Do I have 2 A classes? Okay. So let's see the value on this one. 4.750. What about this one? It might actually be the same. Okay. So we're gonna claim scrap on that. Alright, inventory's full. Alright, so sell off a few things. Okay, so that did give me a storage augmentation, which is going to be useful. So I'm actually considering scrapping that other one. Alright, let's, oh, I can't, oh, I can only stack 3 of them, can't I? Yep. Let's move that to my exosuit. Alright. Let's sell that stuff. Yeah, I have to be careful when I sell because I have an instant button push on, so I don't get that little counter thing. So I can easily accidentally sell the wrong thing. Actually, just yank those out of my ship. Because I don't think these green mods are going to sell for very much. They shouldn't. I just want to see. Purchase, go to sell. Yeah, I'm only going to get like 60 nanites, so what I'm going to do with those, try to keep an eye out for these ships too. Actually, what do I have for money? Alright, so I'm at just under 25 million now, so I'm in pretty good shape. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to install these, break them down, because what I'm after is mainly the wire and loom. What's this going to give me? Yeah, junk. Infinite junk. Alright, so I can do 12 wire and looms, okay. See, I'm not sure of my stack sizes on stuff, so that's why I'm trying to be a little cautious here. I don't want to go too overboard. This A class might not be too bad. What do I have for room in this? 2615. 4. 24, okay. I think 24 is going to be the highest. Oh, maybe 26. Maybe because of the solar. Let's see what I get for these other mods. Okay, so I'm only going to get 140, 135. Okay, so the A class are actually going to sell pretty well. Alright. The, yeah, the wiring looms are way more important than the nanites. Well, not way more, but much more important. Let's see if I can actually get a decent number on them. They're only a B class, so I'm not super concerned about them. Okay, so we have a boost and maneuverability. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna get rid of them. Okay, so this one's actually a little bit better. I might just hold on to this one for now. Let's do that. The shields are all going to be bad. Yeah. So we'll just install those and break them down. Plus this will also give me stuff like chromatic metal and other stuff, so... Alright. This A-class pulse might be decent. Yep. So... There's no good way to lay this stuff out right now. Yeah, that's a lot better. And yeah, let's just install it. 19%. I try not to get in too much combat, but I do want some protection. So, alright, so got a little bit of chromatic metal. I should have gotten some sodium too. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do something with that sodium. Alright. And now we have 8 wiring looms, so we have a good start on stuff. I know some stuff here is gonna require, yep, 2 wiring looms for that. Alright, so actually let's just get that temporarily installed. Okay, so I'm gonna need 1 seal, 1 tube. Oops. Alright, let's get that installed. Alright. And... okay. Let me switch my shift. Go see what I can get this for. It's an A class, so I can probably get... oh, I don't know. Let's see how much it is. Alright, gonna join in slots. Alright, so this is gonna be worth it to me. Gonna have less slots and everything, but it's at least it's fixed. What is this? Alright, what did I have for slots total in that? 2919. Okay. 31 million for that? You kidding me? Oh, it is a big shuttle, so... oh. Wow, it's the first time I've had that happen. Same exact thing. Huh. 430. Okay. Let's bring in our regular ship. Yeah, I got that ship. I might flip it. I another C class. I'm hoping to find one of these in like a B or an A. That isn't just a couple more slots. But that other ship did have a join-in slots in it. There's a 25. See, I'm looking like for storage more than anything right now. Cheap storage. That's actually not too bad. Alright, I think I'm done here. Let's do a quick save. Alright, and let's get to a new system. Because I gotta be jumping out here shortly too, so let's go find a system. They're gonna send me to a system, aren't they? Nope. Okay. Looks like I can go anywhere I want. Want to stay somewhat close, but I also want, okay, this is the type of system I'm going to be looking for. Actually, can I see if there's a dissident system around here, though? Alright, that's dissident, but different. If I can find a dissident system, I can start making a decent amount of money. Yeah, they're all the wrong color. I might have to do a couple warps before I can find one. Trying to find that first system I had. Is it this one? Yeah, might as well go there. Yeah, I always try to find something with a six planet system, especially early on. It just gives you more planets to choose from. And I don't know if I can summon the anomaly after this warp or not. I think, for some reason, I think it's the third system, but I'm not totally sure. So we get our 6 planets. Somebody's been here before. And at least we have a nice lush planet, it looks like. So, I don't think I can, yeah, I can't summon the anomaly. I think I have to advance a little bit further before doing the anomaly. It might just be after I go get this fuel thing out of the way. So we have a frozen, calcified, that looks like it's frozen maybe. Oh, tropical with ancient bones, so that could be really good for money. Can't see that planet. I'm looking for like a dead planet, so alright, so we got another uranium source. Alright, let's see, icebound. Let me see if I can take a peek around the side of this planet, see what that last one is. Oh, that might be a dead planet. Okay, good. Good. So this might be our new little home system for a bit. I like to build on airless planets for like one of the first bases, mainly because it's an endless supply of ferrite dust, and typically nothing bothers you there. So, plus you can, you know, run around and get eggs and stuff like that a lot of times too, really easily. We'll take a quick look at these merchants. multi-tools, all that stuff. Alright, got a B class. Another B class. So the highest multi-tool in the system is going to be an A class. It goes up one step, so somewhere on one of these planets there's an A class cabinet. Actually, let's get that one done, I guess. Oh, I want a scanner module. He's got them. Hopefully he does. Oh, come on. I can't even get an A class. Alright. Let's see how. I just realized I never bought any life support modules before I left. Okay, he's got life support. Let's, do I have room for life support? Nope. Yep. Have to do it this way. I'll grab one of those. Yeah, I need to unlock. I should have bought a tech slot. I think it would have been less money too. Alright, so yeah, that's okay. Alright. You did have mine and laser too, but nothing too great. What's he have in here? Alright, shield, pulse, hyperdrive, okay. To come back up here later on for some mods. Alright, and we'll grab these. Anything to donate, let's go ahead and donate that. Alright. Eventually these suspicious packages can be pretty good too, so get those unlocked eventually. And see if I can loot anything out of this stuff. Hidden slime. I also want to try to keep my eye out, see if I see any travelers. It doesn't look like any here. Check these over. I always forget to check that stuff, especially later on in the game. But you can actually get quite a bit of stuff out of some of these. Alright. Actually, talk to him real quick. Just offer to trade. I just want to see what I'm going to get for value on these. So negative 2%. Wonder what this tells me. So I'm not sure if they're equal now or not, because it does seem like you can sink the economy with some of this stuff. Okay, so it is negative 2%. Alright, I'm going to interact with that real quick. I think we'll go do that fuel source thing too. I think, oh, that Diridium, I want to get rid of that stuff. Alright, so sell off. I always have a hard time finding that stuff when I'm looking for it, so yeah, for some reason whenever I see Diridium I Well, I always think that I'm selling dihydrogen. Alright, actually, what do I have for a combat in this? Okay, so it is intermediate, comfortable. Alright. And somebody already discovered the system, which is unfortunate. Alright. One thing I do want to do, I'm going to take all this salvage data, toss it in my other ship. There'd be one less thing for... Actually, let's toss that in the ship too. There'll be less stuff for the pirates to try to take. Those rooms I should keep on me. Okay, so go to our other ship. Start stacking this up in there. For some reason they like to target salvage data, augmentations, anything that's valuable like that. They even like they like to target maps too, like especially the drop pod maps. I can move some of this around too. Put that down there. Put that over there. Yeah, because I might end up using this little ship to kind of get around too. Alright, is there anything else to kind of put in there? I don't think so. Alright, let's go back to that. Alright, let's do a quick save so that stuff's locked in. Oh, I don't think I can talk to this mission guy yet either. I think I have to unlock the anomaly before, yeah, before they actually do anything. Alright. Get down to that, that signal. Because I think after I do this signal, I think I might get anomaly access. I think you can get it in the second system, but I'm not totally sure. Might have to do a couple little quest steps first. Let's just open that up. Yeah, I should try to get some a couple drop pods done too. I need to install some tech. Actually, I just got the gloves, but I'd like to get another life support, a shield. Movement I'm pretty good on right now, so get down here. This will probably be an easy planet to get the life forms on and get nanites for that. Alright, so I think I'm going to be looking for this right here. Okay. Alright, so we just have one animal. Some of these glitch planets, there's multiple animals on now. Let's go grab an animal. Grab some of these plants too. Animal's rolling away on me. There we go. think there should be, yeah, there's a cave right here. Be a couple things to scan in here. A lot of times there's like 2 minerals and marrow bulb. There's a marrow bulb right there. A lot of times there's 2 different variations of marrow bulb too. There's the flower, and then there's a one that's just like, it looks like the stem without the actual bulb on it. I'm not seeing any of those in here. Alright, how am I on oxygen, sodium? What is this plant gonna give me? Sodium. Let's grab some of that. Another one over there. Oh, that's gonna be oxygen. We'll take it anyway. Yeah, it doesn't give you a whole half of a lot. So. Alright. Any other little rocks or anything to scan? Grab some words. I'm up to 10 words now. There we go. Getting educated. Alright. There's our warp cell. I think there should be a sentinel around here too. There we go. We're gonna kill him off. See if I can get something to drop from him. Over him. Alright. I'll run away like a little scaredy cat. Yep. Go take a little walk. Alright. Alright, got some antimatter. Something to sell. Alright. Oh, didn't really get much out of that. I'm looking for upgrade modules, not goods to sell, but that's alright. Yeah, like if I go to attack him right now, oh yeah, there's already a few of them right around, so, including a caller, so. Alright, let's toss that. My ship. Clear this stuff up a little bit. Alright. Let's get that uploaded. Get all this done. Alright, looks like somebody has been here. Great. Now I think I get the anomaly now. Base computer archive. Okay, maybe I do have to do another warp. Okay, it must be in the next system. For some reason, I thought you could get it in this system. I wanted to take a look at this lush planet. That's the lush that's... where's the dead planet behind it? Aren't there two different lush planets here? That's the lightless there. Let me jump into photo mode real quick. Move the sun over there. Alright, we got a red planet. I bet it's rocky too. Oh, that's the one with ancient bones on it too. Let's take a run down here. Because that's also close to the space station. I want to see what this planet looks like because it might be decent for a little home base. If this one isn't good, then probably the lightless planet too. So I'd like to have an airless planet for ferrite dust, especially if you can get like carbon out of some of the rocks as well, because it can make harvesting materials so much easier. See what this looks like. Right now I'm just looking for a place where I can land for free. Can't land there for free. Doesn't look like too bad of a planet. It's a little hilly. My scanner to catch up. Building over here. Not a bad looking planet. What's wrong with it though? This is why I like to have the economy scanner, because I'll just scan for a trading post and land there and get all the info for the planet. It's one of those that's kind of overgrown a little bit. Find a building here. Kind of an Earth-like planet. I'm getting a little too greedy looking for an actual building. You know, let's see if we can find a drop pod. That way at least I'm not wasting a landing on nothing. That looks kind of nice. Alright. Yeah, at least I can unlock a drop pod at the same time. Go up here. See, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Yeah, they like these charts for some reason. Get landed. Alright. Refreshing breeze. A lush planet with nice weather on Permadeath? That's weird. Alright, we have striders. I just saw them. Oh. Good amount of fauna. Of course, there's going to be rare underground. Ah, not a bad looking planet. I might just drop down a base computer. Alright, so I'm going to need the housing and a cube. Alright, so get that one out of the way first. I'm not gonna bother looking around too much. They are hasty. See if I can just get a few scans in. I really should be holding off on scanning these creatures until I get a scanner. Let's pop another drop pod map. Ooh, Jesus. Not expecting that. Doing that will break your shields too, so a lot of times you can hit a couple, you know, you can typically hit like 2 or 3 of them. If you keep hitting them, it will break. That's why I always try to keep extra wiring looms on me, because I'm pretty sure they cost a wire loom to fix, along with other stuff. Okay, we have an incoming message. Okay. Alright. Alright, so maybe I thought I could get the anomaly in the second system. Okay, Artemis, okay. Yeah, I knew, like, if I hung out here long enough, it would advance the quest, so we advance to Artemis. After I get Artemis's ship, I should be able to get the anomaly, so. Alright, so, same deal, the 2 housing. I'm gonna hold off on the tech slot, because I think the tech is actually gonna be less money right now. We'll do that. I'm gonna get rid of the Sentinel. Still trying to get some friggin' upgrades to drop from that. Wait for those. There they are. Yeah, I don't like doing this around animals because I don't want to aggro the animal. Looks like we have a predator here. Maybe he's just cautious. Alright, where are you guys? Right on top of me. Let's run away from them real quick. Alright, at least we have the that type of oxygen plant here, so that's good. Give them a few minutes, few seconds to calm down. Getting a few scans. Alright. Head on back. Yeah, it's a pretty nice planet. We'll do that last drop pod, then get up to the anomaly. I'm pretty sure I can bring the anomaly in now. So. Well, Artemis's ship first. We'll grab this and make up my stuff. I'm starting to run out of carbon again. Alright. Now if I attack the sentinels here, I don't know if a bunch of them will show up or if it'll just be the one. I'll try that out. Grab this first. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I think the last one I unlocked from the space station was like 50,000, so I want to try to only pay for the cheap ones. Okay, alright, there he is. Alright, so it looks like I just get the one. Good. Alright, let's get that healer. Oh, I have more than I thought. Just remembered I have one of those shield things. I used to using that. Oh, I thought there was another sentinel here. Wait for him to show up and then take off. Take a run over this way. Then do the little scan. Guys, remember I never opened the salvage glass from last time. I just want to make sure they're deactivated before I head back. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the waves reset after you fly away or not. Alright, let's see what we got out of that. Alright, so we get a weapon shard that I can't install, but I can sell these for nanites, so they are pretty useful. Alright. So get that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a ship. Or it might just be the coordinates, actually. I do things kind of out of order sometimes, so sometimes there's a ship there, sometimes there isn't. So, because I already claimed a crash ship, so sometimes one doesn't show up here for some reason. Alright, so target's 400 units away. I wait till I get about 200 units and then start looking. Alright, so it's going to be down here. Check this out. Alright, and I'll go this way. It might just be a comm ball. Yep. Yeah, I think if you don't claim any crash ships, there's normally going to be Artemis's ship here. Alright, that's our full spitter, which I will go in here and unpin. Alright. Grab this stuff. And I don't need any of that stuff. I do know that there are a couple underground creatures here though, so let's see if any little red dots show up for me. There's one right there. So that might be on the other side of the hill. Yeah, it's still 100 units away. I think that's just a land-based creature. Yep. Just gonna ignore him. Alright. Just get him out of the way too. Yeah, why can I not get a good hit on him? Yeah, I knew I was going to end up hitting one of those. Now I got an angry animal on me too. Oh. Broke some stuff. What the hell is that? Alright. Get out of here before I start breaking even more stuff. What's over here? Yeah, because I have one of my settings is your equipment gets damaged more often. So, see, this is where having those extra wiring looms is good to have. Like right now, I don't have any repair kits or anything, so let's break that open. Got more crap I can't do anything with. So, just toss that. I can't do anything with that yet either. Podium's good to have on hand. The Mordite will be too, actually. I'm probably gonna end up just selling that actually, but alright. Alright, go up here. Hopefully I get a prompt for the anomaly. There we go. I'm gonna end up probably ending off here. Go through the little tutorial thing and unlock a few things, but I gotta jump off here like 5 minutes. So. See if I can do the little quest thing real quick. Yeah, I thought you could open this on the second system, but I weren't totally sure. I play through this all the time. I can never remember when stuff actually unlocks. I get the quest steps. I get flipped around on them sometimes. Asphalt Polo. Race through all this dialogue. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the little quest thing, and then next stream I'll unlock a bunch of stuff. It'll give me a chance to see how expensive some of this stuff is too. So we're gonna run out here and talk to these two. I think you only have to talk to was it Helios? I don't think you have to talk to Ares, but I always do, just because you can get nanites off them. Alright. So, 120 nanites from him. And milestone data. I'm pretty sure you get nanites off them. Sometimes they don't, for some reason they don't show up over in the corner. So, we'll grab our exosuit slot. I do have a couple multi-tools I want to sell too, and I'll do that next stream. So yeah, 58,000, 49,000, so it's not a huge difference. We'll, actually let's get these ones in the corner done first. Alright, let's check with him. Yeah, you'll see how expensive this stuff gets now though. 900 for your refiner, you know. But, you know, I'm gonna just unlock it. Alright, base parts, let's do that. I'm gonna go straight to technology. I'm gonna buy, oh, I need to switch my ship. I'll do that next time. Take a look at this. Nothing special. but you'll notice like all your prices are way higher. Um, even optical drills 1100 units or nanites. I'm not too sure on some of these in normal mode, but they're definitely more expensive. I know the crafting stuff is definitely 625. I think it's 250 in normal mode. Same thing with all of these. These are all 625. So yeah, it's like 250% more. And the same thing with your ship. The base part stuff is the same price though. But yeah, all of this stuff is quite a bit more. Actually, I think these are typically like 250, so some of it isn't too much more. 300 for that, 500 for the indium, the auto chargers, 1100. So yeah, that stuff definitely pretty expensive. Talk to her again. Alright, out with Artemis. Alright, so that part should be done. I just want to check this. I'm pretty sure I can do Nexus stuff right away. Alright, good. That would be a good way to get like walker brains. That way you don't have to actually kill a walker to get your conflict scanner. So, but I need to be jumping out here, guys. And I'll pick up. I'm gonna try to get on tonight for a little bit, get some of this technology unlocked, and maybe set up a base on that Lush planet. I don't know, kind of run around, continue the quest line, and see where we go from there. But I appreciate everybody taking the time to check this out, and I will see you next